Hi, welcome to our channel. Today we will cover those important tasks which you should perform as soon as you land here in the Netherlands.
If you want to know more, then please keep on watching and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already.
Moving to any new country comes with a laundry list of tasks that needs to be finished within a set period.
As if the move wasn't exhausting enough, you are expected to perform various official formalities to ensure a smooth relocation.
We are here again with another list to help you remember these formalities. Don't forget, you can read all about this on our blog, and this time we also have a printable checklist for you to keep track of everything. So let's dive into the list.
First, register with the local municipality. The first step as soon as you land here is to register with the local municipality or a gemeente in Dutch. I hope I'm saying that right.
In Dutch, yeah. So as soon as you register with them, you will receive your unique social security number, which is called a BSN, which is short for a burger service number, again, a Dutch thing.
A BSN is a primary requirement when you want to open a Dutch bank account, receive your salary, getting a health insurance and applying for your healthcare or housing allowances. Without a BSN, you are not eligible for any of these services.
For this step, you need a rental contract. We have talked about this at length in our previous video named 10 Housing Terms Explained. In that video, we explained to you the alternatives if you don't have a fixed contract yet.
To register with the local municipality, you will need the following documents. First, a valid passport, your residence permit or the MVV sticker on your passport, your rental contract, and if you are a married couple, then your marriage certificate.
So four things.
Four things, yeah. Keep that in mind.
Collect your residence permit. As mentioned in our previous video named 12 Steps to Procure a Student Visa, MVV and residence permit are two different things.
You are issued an MVV when you visit the Netherlands embassy in your country. In the English language, MVV translates to a provisional residence permit, meaning when you receive the MVV, you are allowed to stay in the Netherlands for 90 days.
You receive your residence permit after you land here. You will be notified via an email from your university that you can collect your residence permit from the IND. This email will arrive in the first month of arriving here, so don't be in a hurry. Just wait, the email will come to you.
Apply for a DigiID. DigiID is short for Digital ID. It is like your virtual identification which is linked to your BSN. All the international people living and studying in the Netherlands need to have a DigiID.
This ID is there to make your life easier, of course. It will give you online access to all the important services of the Dutch government. So all your tasks like managing taxes, applying for your housing and healthcare allowances will be online when you have a Digi-ID. We have provided a link in the description box using which you can very easily apply for your own digital ID.
But a primary requirement for this is a BSN. So if you do not have a BSN, then you cannot apply for this. That's why the first point, that is registration with the municipality, is so important.
That's the most important step, guys. Apply for a travel card. When you're new in the Netherlands, you will very soon understand the ease with which you can use the public transport. It will become an essential part of your daily commute unless, of course, you purchase a bicycle.
But please understand that you will not have a bicycle as soon as you land here. Also, you do not want to hire a cab every time you want to go around the city because the cabs are so expensive in the Netherlands. Thus, you need to have a travel card with you, using which you can use the buses, trams and trains.
The cab will cost you like minimum 20 euros one way. So yeah. In this video, we are talking about it very briefly, but we will come out with a dedicated video on travel card very soon. But for now, we can tell you that there are three types of travel cards.
First, single-use travel card. Say you are a person like Harshil who often forgets necessary stuff like her wallet. Now you cannot enter a bus or a train station without your travel card. What you can do is you can purchase a single-use travel card, which is like a small piece of paper for approximately 5 euros to travel.
And it is valid only for 1 day.
Yeah.
Now, the second is anonymous card. This is the card you will need as a newcomer in the country. This card will cost you about 7.5 euros and can be purchased from a service desk at a train station. It is called an anonymous card because, for the obvious reasons, it won't have any details associated with you, it won't have a picture of you or anything.
Third, a personal card. This card is the best one because it will let you use all the travel discount. Rest assured that we will make a detailed video soon on all the different travel discounts. Use the link in the description box to apply for this type of card.
It will cost you around 7.5 euros and it will take at least 5 business days to be delivered to your address. Thus, you need an anonymous card while you are waiting for your personal card to be delivered. To apply for a personal card, you need a registered address and a Dutch bank account. This leads us back to the very first step, that is the municipality registration. Everything starts from there, so it's like the start of everything.
Purchase health insurance. As we mentioned in our previous video named Dutch Health Insurance, insurance is one of the expenses which will incur when you are moving to the Netherlands.
It is mandatory to have a health insurance here. If you do not want to purchase a Dutch health insurance and want to use the one that you purchased in your own country, then please make sure that your current insurance is valid in the Netherlands and provides you with the mandatory cover.
In the description box, you will find the link to our blog where you can get detailed answer for the questions like what is Dutch health insurance, what's the difference between Dutch health insurance and a private health insurance, what are the steps necessary to get a basic Dutch healthcare insurance, what medical costs does the basic health insurance cover, can I get a healthcare allowances, and much more.
Yeah, so we also have some infographics, flowcharts there to, just help you understand everything very easily.
Go and please check it out.
Yeah.
Register with a general practitioner. It is very important to register at the GP once you land here. We cannot emphasize enough on this, guys. It is really mandatory.
GP or general practitioner is the first point of contact if you need any kind of medical assistance. If you need to see a specialist for your medical condition, then you will be redirected to them from your GP.
If you haven't registered with a GP and if you get sick, then it would take days before you get a doctor's appointment. If you are registered with a GP, then depending on their working hours, you can just walk in and get yourself the required medical help.
Thus, make sure you register at GP as soon as you get your insurance. It is quite easy to get registered. You will find a link in the description box using which you can find a GP near you.
Just input your postal code and it will show you the results. You can then select your GP and register with them.
Any GP and register with them. And another option is to visit your town hall. There you can request a booklet issued by the municipality, which consists of information about all the local GPs, sport groups, daycare, etc. So, just go there, take your time, wander through the booklet and choose the best one that you would like to have.
Armed with all this information, we feel that the initial days of your arrival in the Netherlands will be fuss-free and you will smoothly transition to the Dutch lifestyle.
So we hope that you liked the video. See you next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.